Real Country 1430 AM and 1073 FM WRDN. Good morning. I'm Brian Winnekins, and joining us this morning is Robert Harris, and he is part of the Community and Economic Development Associates, and he is one of the founders of the Rural Business Innovation Lab that is being done with CEDA and Compeer Financial. We're going to talk with Robert about the program today and how it could help us here in not only Durand, but Mondovi and Wabasha and Plum City and Ellsworth and really everywhere in between. And Robert, thank you for joining us this morning. So the Rural Business Innovation Lab, tell us, how did you design this, or how did you come up with this?
Sure. So the Rural Business Innovation Lab, or the Innovation Lab for short, is a cohort-based entrepreneurial development program for innovative rural entrepreneurs. So we specifically are looking for 8 to 10 innovative rural entrepreneurs who are looking to scale their business, and specifically looking for folks working within a natural resources value chain. So any sort of industry that may touch natural resources, that could be agriculture, that could be forestry, that could be water, more broadly, sustainability, circularity concepts as well.
Now, this lab that you're developing is going to be not only in Wisconsin, but also Minnesota too?
That's correct. It's going to be statewide in Minnesota and Wisconsin. And our partner, Compeer Financial, has funded us for the next 3 years. So there'll be other opportunities to join future cohorts as well.
And so how will the lab then work? Will there be like different locations, or is it just going to be like an individual place, like maybe one place in Durand and maybe another business in Ellsworth, or is the lab going to be centrally located?
Yeah, so it's all going to fall with the applications that we receive. But given that it's statewide, it could be that folks will be spread out geographically across the two states. But there'll be workshops throughout where we'll come together in person and work on high impact topics. But for the most part, the entrepreneurs will be able to stay where their businesses are located and work with us virtually in the one-on-one consulting piece.
We're talking with Robert Harris today. He is with the Community and Economic Development Associates. He's the developer of the Rural Business Innovation Lab, and it's being funded as well by Compeer Financial. So, Robert, okay, I apply. Let's say I have a business that would qualify. I apply, and I'm going to be a part of it. I've been approved. So, what will I get then as being part of the lab?
Yeah, so you'll receive the overall cohort experience. So the idea is to build density within the social networks of rural entrepreneurs, so that as they work on innovative things, that they can work and problem solve together. We'll also be putting on thematic workshops throughout different locations, depending on where the cohort members are based, where we'll come together and work on some sort of finance topic, for example, or if they're looking into, securing venture capital or angel investments, we'll be working together on that, as well as each person will be assigned an individual consultant who will provide some hands-on consulting throughout the 8 months.
And so so then while it's being funded for 3 years, you're going to do this then 8 months out of a year. So you'll do this actually 3 times?
Yes, correct. That's the
Wow.
plan.
Wow.
And the plan is to secure funding to do this in perpetuity and to iterate and get better at what we do every year.
Talking with Robert Harris. He is with the Community and Economic Development Associates, and he's the developer of the Rural Business Innovation Lab, and it's being funded for the next 3 years by Compeer Financial. So obviously then, if they're funding it, Robert, if I'm approved, it doesn't cost me anything.
That's correct. It is completely free to participate.
And how will businesses apply then for this?
Yes, so they can apply directly on our website with cedausa.com/rural innovation, and you'll find the application on our webpage. It's a very short application process because we know entrepreneurs are busy, and so we wanted to streamline that process and find the best folks.
Now, with this being with natural resources, I mean, I guess it's not a business, but it could be. So I'm going to use the city of Mondovi, for example. So they have a brand new wastewater treatment plant, and it's state of the art. It's got all kinds of different things. So for them, could they develop something because of the wastewater treatment plant to be able to kind of have a quote business through that plant, or is it really just for private folks?
Possibly. For the most part, we're looking for private entrepreneurs building the next big company. But there is flexibility in the type of technical assistance that we can provide. And so we'll have to take those special cases on one by one.
Are there any, with it being like I use water quality or, are there any types of specific issues that you're really, really hoping to find an entrepreneur for?
Yeah, well, we're looking mostly for folks that want to tap into the energy around sustainability, this new climate economy. I think there's a national conversation happening around advancing sustainability. And so it could be a variety of industries and sectors as long as they're working within natural resources and working towards a more sustainable future.
Talking with Robert Harris. He is the founder of the Rural Business Innovation Lab with the Community and Economic Development Associates. It's being funded by Compeer Financial. You mentioned, and you kind of mentioned energy here, just like really quickly, but I could see, like, even I want to maybe have some type of a soybean crush plant or a new type of ethanol plant. I think would be this could be something that would be right up the alley here.
Absolutely. While it's not limited to agriculture, any of the industries that touch agriculture and agriculture itself, as long as they're looking to scale to a larger level, we're looking for the next big business that wants to be national, maybe even international. They would be eligible to apply.
And and Robert, while we're in Minnesota and Wisconsin to start, Compeer Financial's footprint does get into Illinois. Is there a hope to expand this into Illinois sometime?
There is. We're still working out the details on that, but we do look to occupy the full footprint of Compeer.
And so, again, if you're interested or you want to find out more, just visit the Community and Economic Development Associates website, CEDAUSA.com and slash rural innovation. That's CEDAUSA.com slash rural innovation. It's wow, this is going to be something that's going to be very interesting to watch over the next 3 years. Robert, we appreciate you joining us today.
I appreciate you having me. Thank you.
Robert Harris, he is with the Community and Economic Development Associates. Again, he's the founder of the Rural Business Innovation Lab, being funded as well by Compeer Financial. Again, visit the Community and Economic Development Association's website for more information. You're listening to WRDN.